join me as I make these sail away earrings featuring some RounDuo beads. Remember, if you need any supplies, check your subscription box, or if you want to check out everything that's involved, go ahead and look below the video in the description and we'll put links there to the website. If you want to, you can actually subscribe to the subscription kit box, and these are one of your projects in it this month. As always, gather up your supplies and let's get started. So to get started, we're going to be using 6 of our RounDuo beads per earring here, as well as 6 of our little crystals. 2 or 3 millimeter will work, and 11/0 seed beads, and then hooking it to our ear wire. To begin, I'm using some size 6 green dragon thread. I have about 4 feet on for both earrings to make, and I've tied my first 3 beads into a little triangle here. What I've done for that is just sewn through one hole and then tied it into that triangle. From here, I'm going to add a seed bead between each one of my RounDuos through that same first hole. So 3 beads go on, we tied it into a triangle, and now we're adding one more 11/0. The reason that we tied it into a triangle first and didn't add the 11/0s is because we want them to sit tight as tight can be together. That a little 11/0 that we just added there just adds a little bit of extra in it. From here, we are going to step up from that first hole to the second hole of our RounDuo beads. Stepping up to that second hole of the RounDuo beads now, we are going to add another RounDuo. 1 11/0 followed by 1 RounDuo, then 1 11/0. Skipping over to the next RounDuo second hole that is open there. And I got 2 on there by accident, just 1. And then in. From here, we're going to repeat this again 2 more times. RounDuo with the 11s on either side, just 1. If your needle wants to pick up 2, take 1 back off. Add your last one here, and then go back through that second hole of the first RounDuo bead that your thread was coming out of. At the same time, go ahead and go through the 11, the first RounDuo, and the 11 after that first RounDuo that you added to this second side here. To continue with our sail away, we are going to add 1 11/0, 1 of our crystals, and 1 11/0, and go over the top of the middle RounDuo bead and into the next group of 11 RounDuo 11 that we just completed. Into the next one here and out. Nice tight pull. 11 crystal 11 into your next group here of 11 RounDuo 11, those outer edge. What that does is just adds a little bit of pop of that marine color. The reason they're called sail away is because they look a little bit like some nautical flags here. We're going in here, seed beads go on, and then into that next one here. You can see a lot of different places in this tutorial you can actually stop. This is our first middle set here and our first set of beads on that interior. From here, we're going to go to the exterior and we are going to link to that same crystal. We're in the first RounDuo there through that first inner hole, and we're going to step up to the outer hole. When we step up to the outer hole, we're going to share our 2 millimeter crystal. And we're going to share the 2 millimeter crystal by adding 1, 2, and 3 11/0s, going from our second hole of our outer RounDuo bead into our 2 millimeter bead. Add 1, 2, and 3 more 11s, and into the second hole of the next RounDuo bead. You can see how quick and simple, once you have this pattern, is. You might have extra RounDuo beads as well, and you can quickly make a couple sets of these. As you're spinning around here and you're adding in your 3 beads on each of the corners, we'll finish up then and we'll get ready to add even more seed beads to the outer corners, along with some more crystals, getting our nice triangular, almost a buoy shape in our set of earrings. We're going to spin around the triangle again now after adding in our last 3 beads and going through our RounDuo. You're going to take your needle and thread and go through the 3 11s, the crystal, the 3 11s on the outer edge there of our triangle. Add in 1, 2 11s, 1 more crystal, 1, 2, 11, and then into that next side of the triangle. Whole way around. And then once again add in 2 11s, crystal, 2 11s, and in and around. Again, very simple pattern, very simple execution of this. And we're going to get ready almost now to put on our ear wire. We're going to go back to that starter side, heading in the last of our crystals, last of the 11 O's, and then once again back up through that what was first side of our triangle all the way over, and that decorates and gets your form and your formation. From here, go through one of the corner beads, go through to the next top of the next triangle, and out right there before my bicone. As I come out before the bicone, I'm going to add 1 and 2 11 O's. Make sure that my ear wire is nice and secure and closed, and we're going to add 1 and 2 more 11 O's after, and do a whole nother trip around our triangle, kind of tightening up that outer edge and making sure that it's a nice straight line. I'm doing this because I want that ear wire to sit really close in there and not have much length on these earrings. Go ahead then and go back around through all your lines of seed beads from corner to corner, back up, and take another strand of thread through your ear wires. If you have a wire guard, you can certainly do that as well, or attach to a clothes ring also. After I reinforce here, going back through, I'm going to bring my needle and thread towards the center of the design, just sewing down into the project, making sure I don't expose any extra thread, and then burn off your thread ends towards the back of the design. When you get up here to the top where the ear wire is, make sure to sew through the ear wire and then down through those 2 seed beads on the opposite side, in towards the bicone here, and then once again go in toward the project along your lines, making sure that you're not showing any additional thread, going back through here. You have to kind of rethink your steps backwards, going from the outer hole of the first inner circle of RounDuo beads to the interior hole, and then bring your thread and needle out toward the back of the project. Tie your thread ends together and burn off the extra thread. You can see this set of earrings could be done in tons of different colors. You can add a lot more variety and some fringe down to the piece if you want as well, with some of your extra seed beads that you may have gotten in your subscription box. Once those are there, I always think one of the best tools you can invest in is a thread burner. Burn off the extra thread and then burn it flat down towards the project. And there you have your set here of your sail away earrings. Thanks so much for joining me in creating these fun and simple little sail away earrings. Lots of different varieties can be made. You can expand them, add some fringe hanging down to match your necklace. Lots of different options. If you want to subscribe again, check below the video in the description. We'll put a link there for you. As always, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully these were inspiring to you, and stay tuned for more inspirational designs.